Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? I'd like to welcome you back to the Keep Casino podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito.
Is it just Vito today?
No, it's Vito McCaffrey today.
Okay. Shout out to that. Vito McCaffrey is in the building. Shout out to you if you tuned in for the first time. We appreciate you. Make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you can get notified. We may need you for Oouuber services. My man Vito.
Why the fuck y'all both look at me?
he get down like that, you know. But I want to start the episode off by shouting out Gillie, shouting out Wallow. $100 million deal with Barstool, them Philly boys, North Philly boys to be exact. They definitely put on. So I want to shout them out. That's an emotional moment. Them boys, brothers was crying and everything.
Like, did you see the video Wallow put up? He spoke that shit into existence.
Yeah. So again, shout out Gillie, Wallow, $1 million worth of game. While we talking about Gillie, he was trending recently. He had a little snap out moment where he was talking about black-owned businesses, brown businesses. He says he's done supporting them businesses on the strength that they're black and brown. Keep it to see, know how you feel about it.
I always felt that way. I'm not going to strictly support the business because of the color of your skin. If I'm supporting the business, if I know you do good work.
Right.
Because, like you said, if he said he paid motherfucker $40,000 and they didn't do what they were supposed to do, think about how you will feel. Especially a motherfucker who just barely got it.
Right.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers out here dying for free.
Man, a person that feels some type of way about $40.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas is out here getting killed for free over some words. So what you think they're gonna do for $40,000?
What's your thoughts on it, John?
I mean, I'm back and forth on it because I will go out my way to support a local business, a local black business. I do go out my way. And I mean, it's unfortunate. I do come across as that the level of service, and I understand how he feels that. But is it necessary? No. I don't know. I'll support him, but I ain't got nothing against folks who don't support it. You ain't got to. It's not like you gotta support these businesses.
Just let me say this.
It's just in you.
It's not just the black-owned businesses that do fucked up work, because everybody.
Yes, everybody does. But listen, because it's crazy. Me and my neighbor had this conversation. Whenever I need work done on my house, everybody always be like, go Mexican, they cheap and all of that. And I'll be like, nah, I always try to give somebody a chance. You know, usually there's our complexion, a brother and all that. The last couple times I've been burnt. Mm-hmm. I mean, the work gets done. But what I'm saying is I just had one person doing some work in my house, right? They were supposed to be doing my basement. Mm-hmm. And every day they would take lunch for like 3-4 hours. And I'm like, damn, and like 2 weeks, never started my basement. Would come down, I got to prep, I got to do this. Never started my basement in 2 weeks. I'm like, damn, where the hell are they going every day for 3-4 hours? These jokers was getting other jobs, coming here, setting up, going to the other job, starting a joint, then running a move, and I'm like,
that's what they do. They take as many jobs as they can, try to piece it in.
But the funny part of the story is, shout out my OG Rocky Road, because like 2 years ago, he was getting his house done. And I seen the brother that was doing his house, and I got him to come do my porch. And he did the same thing to him. Stopped doing his stuff, finished my joint, and left him hanging, right? So then I'm like, damn, he do good work. I hire him for something else, and everything went haywire. So I do agree, like, you know what I mean? And you right, Vito, it is every skin color does that. But it's like the last couple experiences I've had, they've been bad, man. What's your thoughts on it, people? Should we support businesses because they're black businesses.
Yes, we should support them because they're black.
Only because they're black.
Do your research, though.
Yes, do your research. I would agree on that. We all tequila drinkers here, but Jay-Z, as you know, since 2012, owned 50% of Douce Cognac. Recently now, he's trying to end his partnership with Douce Bacardi. He's accusing them of hiding money. What's your thoughts on it?
The shit I seen something that said they lowballed him. I don't know.
Yeah, they lowballed him. Like, basically, he's saying that they're hiding. They won't let him see the books because he made a deal a year ago where they buy him out, but they're supposed to give him like a fair price. Right. So he's saying they're lowballing him because they're lowering the numbers, like, and they're not showing him the books. Yeah. So basically, he want to audit and stuff of that nature. But how you feel about it?
Absolutely, damn right he should. Yeah. He should do everything in his power to find out what those numbers are on that books. And if not, I'm out. I want my hair.
They would do it to him.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
get your bread.
And at the end of the day, I guarantee you that sales went through the fucking roof once Jay-Z attached his name to that cognac. Yep.
Ain't no doubt.
You think people are going to stop drinking it now?
That's what I wanted to get at, because that's part of my thing that I don't like about it. For one, we already had the conversation. It seems like we help these stars build these businesses up, and then they just sell them.
That's what always happens.
But isn't that the idea, though?
No, I think we should have our own company.
We should have something
and just keep it.
Us.
Listen,
I thought, but because it's not, I'm not going to say the Douce thing because he was 50-50 with Bacardi. But like the Tidal thing. The whole thing with Tidal was the black streaming service for us, for independent artists. We built it all the way up. They sold it. Not just them like you do Swiss and Timberland. We built Verzuz up. What they do, they sell it. And now look at it. It's in jeopardy. We might never even see Verzuz again.
I'm on both. That's not that you say it like that. I am kind of on both sides of the fence because I understand when you build the business up, for the most part, it is to get the money, capitalize on it. Because if you could build it to a certain point and then it won't go no further, so you want to build it up to its highest point, get out of it before it start going down and start something else.
Right.
Like he got Douce, now he got the champagne. So it's no telling what other type of liquor he's gonna get. Right,
but the crazy thing about it is, like with John just asked, are people still gonna buy it? Because I was with my man. My man said, man, I've been drinking Douce for the last 8-9 years. What I'm supposed to do now? I only drunk. He kept it a C note. I only drunk it on the strength of Jay.
That's the only reason why I drink Bel-Air Rosé is on the strength of Ross.
Right. So what I'm saying is now, what's the thing now? Do people keep buying it? And you know what I mean? Like, what do you do now?
Until they find another something else that's black on. Yeah. Matter of fact, Puff got he got some brown.
Yeah, he got the Ciroc. He got what we was drinking too, the Lyor. He got the brandy Ciroc too, though. No, the cognac Ciroc. But damn, what I was just about to say, I just find it funny though, like every time they build something up, because even when you look at it, it's like like a lot of people, cause just look at it like this. Just take Tidal for example. Everybody that had they was enrolled in it and they've been run, and you see what I'm saying? So now it's like, do I leave, pay another fee? Because the whole thing is, my reason is we're pushing black. Let's build this black business. And to me, it's kind of like false advertisement for one, because the whole time I thought Jay flat out owned Douce. I never even knew he had a 50-50 partner. Like the way everybody, because I watch Drink Champs promote black businesses and this, that, and like I didn't even know he didn't own the whole thing.
But I see something he said that made sense when he did the Kevin Hart interview. Like the percentage doesn't, like he said Steve Jobs owned 1% of Apple, but that shit was worth how many millions? Yeah. So the percentage.
No, I'm saying not that, but I'm saying is if I own 50% of a company with my Puerto Rican friend. I can't tell you this. I can't honestly say support 100% owned black business because it's not 100% black owned. You kind of deceiving the people when you say that.
So, do you feel deceived that the name of BET is BET and it's not owned by black people?
Yes. I feel as though it shouldn't be owned by black people. If it's not owned by black people no more, they should have not had the same name. You know what I mean? I feel that way. Mm-hmm. But what's your thoughts on it, people? Jay-Z, he's trying to get out of his deal with Douce. If you're a Douce drinker, you're drinking on the strength of Jay, are you going to keep drinking Douce? No. Keep it a C note. Let us know. Speaking of Jay... shout out Dame, but you know Lyor Cohen. It's a video, an old video of him on the Breakfast Club that's been trending basically, and they're talking about the epidemic with opioids, pills, and lean. And Lyor Cohen says it's the most dangerous thing to our society. They go on to ask him, well, why do you sign artists that, you know, is promoting that? And he basically said, at the end of the day, I got mouths to feed. Even though I know it's not right, I got mouths to feed. Keep it a C-note. How you feel about that?
I don't feel no type of way about it because at the end of the day, he's right. If that's his job to sign talent, just because you get high doesn't mean I'm not going to sign you because you get high. That's your personal preference.
But, I mean... just because you get high, do you have to promote it and push it?
That's what I'm saying. If this is what you're promoting as an artist, who am I to tell you not to promote that and not get the money, even though you're going to promote it regardless? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what you got to say, John?
I don't know. I think he's still a culture vulture. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care if there is opportunists out there. There are black folks that, like we said before, there was black people that sold blacks as slaves. So there are those type of people out there. There are going to be people out there for almost any type of job if you pay them the right type of money.
Right.
But for him to say that he, like there are opportunists out there, he's basically saying like, I don't give a fuck that it is messing up the community, this, that, and the third.
Right.
I'm gonna get my money, and these folks over here, they want to get their money too. So, like, it don't matter. Anything else I say, basically, it don't matter. I'm hypocritical for. So for him to say it's an issue with the drugs, it's strictly hypocritical because of what you're doing with your artists and shit, and the content that you're letting these artists put out and shit.
But I have an issue when people say, this is the reason why the hood is doing this. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how much they promote a drug on music, TV, movies. That doesn't make me want to go do it. I'm not going to go rob or shoot or kill somebody because you're talking about it on the song. Knowing damn well you're not doing it because you're talking about it on the song for the most part. And most of the people who talk about it are already up. Most of them dudes don't even live in the hood anymore. So, and on top of that, majority of us are grown. We got our own minds. Like, you can't tell me just because somebody says something on the song that I'm gonna go out there and do what they say.
No. But what about these kids though? We're out here what rapping these kids?
They rapping these kids. They out here doing it.
These kids are at the end of the day. Even though you're still a kid and you still make dumb mistakes, you're still when you get about 15, 16, you got like you got enough smarts, conscious mind to know what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. Because there's kids who do follow that shit, and there's kids who don't. So
you saying
that's an excuse.
14, 15, you said, what about the kids that started experimenting with lean at 12?
All right.
Pills at 12, and they hooked on
You got kids that experiment at 12, and you got kids that don't.
Right.
Who are still in that same predicament, who just say, nah, I'm cool. So I ain't trying to hear that shit because either you're going to do it or you're not. Right. It depends on where you grow up and what the people around you are doing. Like, you can't blame the music.
Well, you can't fully blame the music, but the music does play some type of influence. It plays an imagery. It puts a derogatory term on a lot of our women, and it still puts out drug use and violence. So it's more derogatory than it is like in a positive light for us to be listening to. There's nothing great about like this new age hip hop drill music because these young bulls is on go. And they actually doing what's on these raps now. Like at one point, the raps was about knowledge and giving you some knowledge and shit. But like now, it's just like what the hell, lean, bitches.
Right. With that being
club.
with the positive rap. How many motherfuckers listen to that rap and went strict positive?
Well,
not a lot.
Well,
Exactly.
But see,
People was, not to cut y'all off, but a lot of that was in the 80s. People was on the block selling crack epidemic,
exactly.
and they was selling all that, listening to KRS-One, Kick Knowledge.
Public
So
Enemy.
I agree with that, But I think there comes a time where something changed. I don't know where it was. But let me just say, before
you
y'all...
don't think radio stations and stuff like that had
yeah,
a role
but
to play?
listen,
Yes.
to me personally,
Yep.
with the Lyor Cohen thing, Lyor Cohen is looking everybody, all the black and brown people in every neighborhood, and he's basically saying, F y'all. I know this is a problem. I know this is a main problem.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, two things, like Vito, you said the rappers is rapping and they're not living in the hood. Right? But that's not affecting Lyor Cohen's hood at all. Here, where he comes from, his type of people, none of that is affecting them. So when he says opportunists, that's even fraud because they set the bar.
But
Whatever.
you don't have to fuck with him though.
Listen, what I'm saying is, but they're all doing that. That's all of them.
No, I'm talking about nowadays in this climate, they don't have to fuck with the labels at all.
You don't. But what I'm saying is another thing with Lyor and them. They set the bar. If they want conscious rap to be pushed, they can push conscious rap.
Yeah.
Just like they made drill mainstream, just like they made gangster rap mainstream. You know what I mean? To me, it's just all the movies like F y'all is not affecting me or my people, is making us money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts. And even with that, what you're saying, Vito, like, you don't gotta go their route. But they got ways that if you're going to pop independent, some way or another, they're going to get some money off of you.
But you got to be a weak-minded motherfucker to do this strictly because your favorite rapper is saying it. You listen to these motherfuckers strictly because they make good music. You don't got to follow in your footsteps.
Okay, you had a rebuttal for that, John?
No.
So let me ask you this then. It was the old video with Crazy Bone, and we seen it about this meeting, because I hear what you're saying. You shouldn't listen to music and all of that. But allegedly it was a meeting where people that was high up in the music industry wanted to push gangster rap because the people that owned the labels had stocks in jails. And once the jails went public, they would be able to invest. And so what they were saying is the record labels pushed the guys like KRS-One and all the positive guys you wanted to hear. They pushed them out.
Yep.
Let gangster rap come in. Now they're getting paid off the gangster rap, and for the kids that do the dumb stuff because they're listening to gangster rap and they're going to jail. So basically they was just eating off both ways.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think NWA had outside influence on them becoming a group and pushing
I think NWA is when, if this meeting is true, I think NWA is when they realize how much influence rappers could have. Because NWA had everybody saying F the police, had it, like they were on it like a rebellious wave. It wasn't like 911. 911 is a joke. Don't hit like fuck the police. They're both saying the same thing basically, but it don't hit the same. You see what I'm saying? And to me, if it is true, I think that's where it probably would have started, NWA.
They said the meeting was in Cali too, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so, but do you believe that's true?
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah, I believe that's
Hell
true.
yeah. Yep.
But at the end of the day, nigga, violence been going on forever, so they capitalizing off of it. But at the end of the day, violence has still been going on.
They're making
before,
money off of it
before
on
rap
both
came in
ends,
and
like, because it's a murder industry, so we're killing ourselves. I mean, or we're going to jail with that shit.
But people were getting killed before rap came along.
But at this rate, not at this rate.
Y'all probably don't remember that in the late 70s, early 80s, the Miami area had over 600 murders a year.
Yeah.
This is before rap really became.
Yeah. That's what whatchamacallit was over there.
Griselda.
Yeah.
So you can't blame the rap.
Yeah, I know that. But you know, the rap and drugs go hand in hand to me. It kind of goes hand in hand to me. That's
because it's glorified in the songs.
Not just that though, because you know how you see videos and they be like, back in the day, the rappers wanted to be the drug dealers because the drug dealers really had the money and they was really live. But the fans didn't know that. So when the fans heard the fans thought that the rappers was really drug dealers. They didn't know they was living or rapping somebody else's life. You see what I'm saying? So,
but I think you have rappers that was actually glorifying it, making it look cool though to sell drugs. Because I mean, Jeezy, he was a snowman. Rick Ross, he was known for selling blow or whatever down in Miami and shit. And like I said, I think his imagery and all that shit does play a part.
Now, let me ask you this though: is it glorification if you're just talking about shit you've done in your lifestyle and how you're trying to get better past that?
Well, so I think some of his songs wasn't like that. I think some of his songs wasn't. It was glorifying that he did that and test me. I do.
A lot of them niggas was saying they was still doing it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just sold the kilo off my phone and all that, man. You know what I mean? But listen, I wanted to ask y'all two questions because a lot of times and recently I've been hearing it a lot like these last couple elections, and I've never knew why they were harping on it so much, these private-owned jails. What's your thoughts on them? Should they get rid of them?
Yes.
Hell yeah. It should be back to state run. When you have privatized jails, it's definitely, it's free labor, basically. You're paying them dudes pennies. And then it's like a cycle, like we were talking about before. Like you had the music industry, and then they all hand in hand. So when they go out, they're either going to go to jail or they're going to end up dead. So they go to jail. All right,
listen, I posted because on the video, I don't know if the numbers changed, but we'll try to find them and post it. They said before the private jails, it was only 500 and shot up to 1,700. So, you know, the jails is big business, right?
Big business.
So, I wanted to ask y'all, even though this is not Conspiracy Corner, I just seen a interview. It might have been one of them Kanye interviews, but I found it like, damn, that is, you know how when you be like, damn, that was happening. They were saying basically Bill Clinton was the president. Little Rock, Arkansas numbers and violence shot up. They said when Obama became president, Chicago's numbers and violence shot up.
Where they from? Yeah.
Do you think that where the presidents is, and they're Democrats though? Because I didn't see nothing when it got to when the Republicans was in office. You see what I'm saying? I only seen it on Clinton. Then we had Bush and all that. Then we had Obama. I only seen it.
Where Bush is from?
They from Texas, ain't they?
Yeah.
But even Trump, they didn't say nothing about Trump. Well, they didn't say nothing about him neither. But I found that interesting now. Did the presidents that was like from real hood areas, how they violence really shot up like that? Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.